Hi everybody, it's Kimberly Castle here with your second installment of Tiara Talk. I'm back this week to talk to you about appearances. If you didn't have a chance to check out our first installment, it was about fundraising. You can see that episode by looking it up on YouTube, on Instagram TV, and if you visit kimberlycastle.net, you can download all of the handouts that go along with it. All right, so today we're talking about appearances and what are they, why do we need to do them, and basically appearances are everything. And why do we need to do appearances? Because they are fun and they make an impact, and because it's our opportunity to make a difference in our community and provide a service. The reality is you need to just remember that you're a brand ambassador. So regardless of the pageant system that you're involved in, you are a brand ambassador for that pageant system. So currently I'm the Mrs. Canada Globe Classique. So I am a brand ambassador for the Mrs. Globe organization and the charity that they represent. So the charity that the Mrs. Globe organization supports is called the WIN Foundation, Women in Need. But regardless of the organization that you're involved in, you can always choose a foundation or a charity that is of importance to you and donate your time and your efforts and help raise funds for that charity. So what is an appearance? It can be a variety of different things. It could be a parade, being in a parade, attending any kind of fairs or festivals that might be going on in your city. What about a walk or a run? Any of those charitable walk or run events that are going on in your cities, those are also great opportunities to get out and make appearances. Volunteering for those races, not just being a participant in those races, but actually being a volunteer. What about performing at a public event if you have some sort of special talent, or you actually have maybe a message that you're trying to get across and share? Maybe you share that message at a special event as well. And then again, doing all types of volunteer work, and those, that's endless. Everybody's always looking for volunteers. So there's really 3 or so different types of appearances. So there's what you might call a celebrity appearance, and they are where you're really attending to get press for the client that you're working with. So that might be a grand opening of a car dealership or a beauty salon or something to that effect. You might be there to help draw attention, to bring the crowds in and get the public involved. So often those are considered celebrity appearances. Then they have what we would consider VIP appearances, and those are where you are representing the organization more on a superficial level. So a good example of that might be we've had the opportunity to be a presenter on stage at award ceremonies, or you are there to provide a 2 or 3 minute speech to introduce others who are speaking. So that's or that could also include radio or TV interviews. I've done a lot of those. Morning shows are a really good opportunity to get your message out as well. Lastly, speaking appearances. So again, if you have a special platform and you're trying to get that message out, one of the things that I have done in the past is trying to raise awareness about body image, and would do speaking appearances specifically on that, and also like hosting a movie that touched on that, and then having speakers that come before that. So really where you're sharing your platform with various different people and you're actually speaking about it. All right, so how do you secure an appearance? So there's a bunch of different ways, but the reality is you just need to put yourself out there, and you need to make a call or send an email. They are not going to come to you. If you're just sitting in your house waiting for somebody to call because they want you to make an appearance, it's probably not going to happen. You need to pound the pavement. So let people know that you are available for appearances. That's one. Your friends, your family, the people you know, if they know that you're available for appearances, they can keep those ideas out for you and also let others know. So volunteer. Again, do you have a cause that you're passionate about? Be a speaker at local events. attend local galas and events. I live in Dallas right now, and there are a ton of galas that happen in the winter and in the spring, and so those are always opportunities to make a cool appearance and get to spread the message about your title and your charity. And then make a list of events in your area that are happening. So again, I kind of take a look at the calendars that each of the cities have, where you might see events that are happening, different festivals that are happening, parades that might be coming up, because you need to plan for those ahead of time and make sure you get on the docket for those. So put yourself out there and don't hesitate to make a call. Okay, so what should you bring with you? Always bring your banner and your crown, always. Have a camera. You might want to have business cards or postcards that you give away. Have a marker and pens for signatures. You might even want to include information about your charity if you have that information available, and dress according to the event. So, you know, I always get this question like, I didn't know if I should wear my crown and sash. At a minimum, always wear your sash. Always wear your sash. And if you have a crown, wear the crown. The only exception to wearing the crown is, I would say, if you're doing volunteer work at things like a soup kitchen, that kind of charitable foundation or event, or if you're performing, then don't wear the crown. It's overkill, and it's just not appropriate in those situations. And then never wear a crown from a different pageant system with your, for example, with your Mrs. Globe pageant sash. Never wear a crown from a different system. It's all about branding and making sure you're on brand, and it's disrespectful to both of the organizations. So if you have a sash for the Mrs. Globe organization and you're representing Globe, you wear the crown that goes with the sash. All right, how often should I make an appearance? At a minimum, you should try and make an appearance at least once a month. That gives you an opportunity to stay relevant and in the media and in, you know, the public's eye. So always try to aim for at least one appearance a month minimum. All right, everybody, that's what we have this week for appearances.